It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. Solid performance a week ago.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
With Pierce, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, the numbers for Pierce last week: 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Stroud to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
A part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
On first down, Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. 2nd and 7 from the 20.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
11. Go.
Fields throwing again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jags take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Stroud's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Throwing now is Stroud. He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Stroud working out of the gun.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
The second down throw now from Stroud. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
From his own end zone, Fields.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The Jaguars at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Again, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hand off left side, Pierce. There he goes left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure, struggling a little bit.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. To the right side and caught by Dell. The 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 19-yard line.
Angel. Hey, block if you want. Block. Go.
Fields.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Sam Hubbard. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now 3rd down and very long. Here's Fields.
And he's going to go down again.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's King. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A handoff running left is Etienne. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 37-yard line.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields on 1st down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be.
Easy.
To the air again, Fields.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports halftime report. Time for a look around the NFL here in week 3 of the new year. We got an excellent first half from the dynamic quarterback, Justin Fields. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call in the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Now Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete.
Look at the big fella go.
And he's going to get it down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
On first down, Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's Fields now on second down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And Stroud now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Stroud here on 3rd and long.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw, Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's Fields. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play.
Okay, here we go.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Great. Timberland.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 9. Stroud out of the gun here. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Desperados have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Desperados 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing Jones.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And here's Ryan Wright now
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. Quick manner.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down.
That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First down, San Diego.
Again, it's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get 1 more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line.
Stroud to the right side and caught by Dell.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
Under pressure, they got him again.
2 straight sacks have him backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Now Stroud.
And that will be incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now Jones.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. On the return, it's King. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 2 touchdowns. A minute 51 on the clock. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
inside the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Great coverage down in the end zone. He's scanning the field, looking. No one ever came open. So in the end, he makes the best decision and just fires it over the end line.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on a jet sweep.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Here we go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that'll be complete to Stevenson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
On first down, here's Stroud. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And Stroud now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Stroud looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right there.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Schultz from 4 yards. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 41. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when Coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Caught left side. Williams. Burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 1st and 10. It's Stroud. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they...